Good morning, traders. Hope everybody's doing well. Today is March 16th, I believe, and we've got a couple stocks here on our watch list that I thought I'd walk people through real quick. It's 9:16, so it'll kind of be a quick run. First up to bat is Turtle Beach, and I'm watching the cloud on this. I've got a small trend line that we've been tracking for a while. I've been in and out of this stock for a couple days now. MACD, it's got some good spacing on it. RSI is trending up. Squeeze is on. Stochastic. The stoke is strong. The one thing I don't like about this stock is that it hasn't really settled down yet. You see these red bars through here. So I'm looking for a little bit of a pullback, maybe around the 115, 116 range. You got to be mindful too that earnings are on Monday. But good story stock here. They've got some interesting things happening, not on their earphone and microphone stuff for gamers, but more on what they call the hypersound product. Might be worth to do a little research on that. Next stock is RFP, Resolute Forest Products. I love these little death watch stocks. Here's a company that has the bulk of its history and revenue tied into paper products. And they seem to be competing in all the wrong areas as far as where their verticals kind of fall out. They have some interest in tissue paper, which seems to be the only thing that's got a little life in it these days. But they are bread and butter print. And as we know, the print industry is just in a tail slide. So it's really hard for them to kind of re-engineer that around. Big employee base, about 4,000 people working there. But over the weekend, they did finally put in a price increase on that print, and I think it's the first time since '89 or something. It's been a long time coming, and the reception in the industry was okay. You see this little bump here, nice big green candle that kind of came up. MACD's trending, RSI's kind of poking down a little bit. Strong stoke, again piercing the cloud. So this doji here going to watch this like a hawk today. Fitbit, shout out to my friend Ari, who's a fellow trader here. Again, nice little trend line perking up. It's got some pretty easy consolidation there. RSI poking down, but not through the trend line. Stoke is fine. MACD is fine. Lower volume. Want to see some volume come in here around 13.16. ONTY. Lately, it's been pretty dangerous to be in biotechs. Earnings weren't so bad. I like the shape of this chart. I like the speed of it. You see these two good relative volume days on volume back on the 25th and the 3rd. Cloud's not in effect yet. Still trending down, still below the cloud. And stochastic is a little weak. Vivas. A lot of action going on with this right now. Got to pull the chart way back. Again, a death watch stock. It's showing some signs of life down here at the bottom. Let me remove this fib just so you can see it. Got the cloud in there, came above it. Looking for a pullback to the cloud. Volume has been strong. RSI is trending down. Stoke is still strong. So one thing you'll notice with these stocks is that they trade in a very tight ATR, true range. And then once it kind of gets exciting, you see these larger bars. So things are picking up. That means there's a lot more interest that's going into it. Avid is on earnings watch for today. I can't make heads or tail out of it. Earnings are supposed to come in at like 27 cents. They got a negative 11, which is horrible. But they guided out to 2018, and I think that's going to give a lot of the analysts some firepower to kind of firm up on this. They can put it into their models. They like the transparency of the company, and they're moving more into the subscription base, which is super important for them. And the delta from Q4 to Q1 was quite large in terms of how many people they converted over to that. So maybe some signs of life on Avid. Shout out to the local people here in Burlington. And again, another Death Watch stock. They kind of cruising along, but they got a great product. I know it pretty well. And in the audio and video segment, they do quite good. And last up to bat is Glycomedics. Just picked these guys up last night purely on a relative volume basis. Weren't able to hold above the cloud. Trend line's in effect, but I really like this volume spike here. Highly unusual. If we go back in time, it hasn't been since June of last year that we saw this type of interest. So, and you already had a couple in here as well. So there's some interest coming in the stock. I still like the trend line lower here, down line 488. So that about wraps it up. And just to note, this is not advice. I'm not telling you to go out and buy these stocks. It's purely for entertainment purposes. Do not trade on what I say, but have fun out there, and good luck to you. Bye-bye.